Daily Fail. What kind of people are they? Defying local rage, family of stabbed burglar create a shrine to him outside OAP's house, begging the question, what kind of people are they? Now, families urged to switch suppliers as energy giant blames smart meters and green tariffs for 5% hike in bills. Total bullshit. They made billions each year. They don't need to up it at all. But as was pointed out with this smart meter thing, free rollout, yeah, we're going to roll it out for free, but you're going to pay for it in the end, which is what this is all about. Right, start off, they're double dipping, as I'm sure you know. Anyone that's followed the stuff I talk about knows that they're double dipping. They get paid via your bond, as well as you giving them a second payment, and it actually, as it turns out, it may even be a third payment, but that's neither here nor there. This is utter disgrace. This is treason by these CEOs of these corporations, British Gas being one of them, who have been robbing the public forever, but it's getting even more in your face now. British Gas bosses were savaged by the Energy Minister last night over a £60 price rise that will hit 4.1 million households. Well, hold it. You're supposed to be a minute. You're supposed to have some sort of power, and all you're doing is going, oh, you shouldn't have done that, that's bad, that's naughty. But carry on anyway, because they get backhanders themselves. And you think any of them scumbags pay for their gas? Think again. Minister slammed the greed of British Gas, but it's not just British Gas, it's all of them. And now, on a separate one here, Mail Online one. Ministers blasts unjustified. There you go, even they are saying it's unjustified. British Gas price hike and encourages customers to switch suppliers after firm unveiled plan to increase dual fuel energy bills by £60 a year. British Gas is to increase energy bills by an average of 5.5% or £60 a year. Move to affect 4.1 million British householders on dual fuel standard varied tariff. Won't hit vulnerable customers. Yes, it will. Those on fixed term contracts or prepay meters, they just turn that up as they go along. Each time you go and put more money on it, they just turn the tariff up. Increase takes effect from May 29th, making British Gas first major supplier to rise prices this spring. So since last year, they mean. Since last year. Energy ministers called hike unjustified, urged those affected to switch supplier. Well, why aren't you doing something? Why are you... What's the point? Because you're all in it together. We know it, you know it, but more importantly, we know it. The Times. Bring back youth clubs to help lonely millennials, experts say. Careful what you wish for. Alexa may be eavesdropping. Of course it's listening to everything you say, and it's being recorded back at GCHQ or wherever. So you're not by yourself. Everything you say and do is listened to if you've got one of them boxes in your place. Interesting the picture. Couple of pedos holding hands. Ashkenazi Jews scumbags. That's what they are. Ashkenazi Jews scumbags. May resist calls to join US action against Syria. More evidence needed to justify strike, PM tells Trump. Oh, well, but wait a minute. When Corbyn asked for more evidence that the Skripal attack was real, you said, you can just trust us. But apparently you want more evidence. That's a pack of lies as well. The scum. Absolutely nothing in it but parasite alert. Royal wedding shock. Harry and Meghan snug PM. Politicians banned from big day. Well, that's probably good because it's costing you and me 30 million as it is. If them scumbags went as well, up it by another 10 million because, you know, you can meet the bill, you can afford it, can't you? Even though you're going to be £60 a year worse off because of British scumbag gas, you can afford to give them more money because, you know, apart from the fact them being from the richest family in the world, you should pay for everything they do. Yeah, that's just how it goes, isn't it? It's fair, isn't it? They've got more money than they know what to do with, but you, the poor, should pay for everything they want. The Guardian. How slime became big business. Gunk science. Russia seeks to avert strike by US against Syria. So Russia here is acting as the good guy. Say, you know, come on, there's no evidence for a start of any chemical attack whatsoever. But they haven't said it like that. They're just trying to, you know, talk about, look, there's no evidence. Let's not go stupid. Let's just plan it out until we see what evidence there is, and then we'll work on from there. But of course, the terrorist governments don't want that. They don't want that. Now we should all be joining this. Class action lawsuit launched against Facebook and data firm. A class action means that you can all join in it and go after them and bankrupt them. Let's get something back from these scumbags. Down the bottom corner there. Poisoning. Yulia Skripal discharged from hospital. You mean after having this deadly nerve toxin that kills, absolutely kills? The cop was released. She's been released. Within a week or two, her dad will be released. And they'll disappear. Can we see through the smoke and mirrors yet? Can we see the bullshit that's going on? Let's look in the mirror. Feeling flush. Megan's dad buys himself a new throne. So he's got a picture of him pushing a toilet out. Loose women Linda. I was in heaven with Russell Brand. Death of a criminal. Shameless. Dead burglar's relatives now demand an apology from innocent pensioner. Sure, I don't need to make any remarks on that at all, because I think it's pretty common sense that everything, there is no common sense anymore. Everyone's gone potty. The Star. Gypsies, War of the Roses. Family repair shrine, vigilantes tear it down. Families repair shrine, vigilantes tear it down. Now notice it's families repair shrine and it's vigilantes turn it down. It's divide and conquer. It's all bullshit anyway. It's just a distraction because, you know, hey, when you look at that, you're not looking for the paedophile, child rapist, murderers in Parliament, are you? The evenly evil Theresa May, who's doing her damnedest to cause World War III. But, yeah, you get distracted by this shit anyway. Don't pay attention to what she's up to, because she's committing treason. The Telegraph. May stands behind Trump on strike against Syrian regime. Leaders resolve that Assad chemical attack must end. Not one shred of evidence that there was even a chemical attack, never mind by Assad. Prime Minister unlikely to go to Commons for vote. Exactly as unlikely as she's likely to go to the Commons when she says, I'm going to push this button to start World War III. She's not going to ask them, she's just going to do it. Remove her now, get her sectioned, lock her up in a psych ward for the rest of her life, along with the rest of the cabinet and their partners, including her husband or whatever you want to call it. That's the safest bet for humanity. Raid on London office of 21st Century Fox. If we don't have the money for public safety, take it from the aid budget. Well, it's actually sensible, so that's not going to happen. Shadow Minister's Labour Brexit attack. Okay then. Zuckerberg. Facebook users deserve better. Facebook users deserve to sue you. Every single Facebook user that's ever been there or not needs to sue him in this class action and make him penniless. OAPs aged 10 years in hospital. That's because the hospitals are designed to kill you off, particularly the old age pensioners. In fact, in the City Hospital in Nottingham, I think it's Fleming Ward, that's the death ward. The nurses come and go there every week because they can't stand seeing them murder old age pensioners in that ward. Independent. Zuckerberg's comes to the capital. Number of child stabbing victims soared in 5 years. Nothing to do with the cutback on police and police money and the fact that they're gearing towards private police force G4S, who won't be taking any oaths or anything. They'll just come round heavy-handedly and beat the shit out of you. And who are you going to complain to? Yet no one. This is a warning of a massive dictatorship coming. Absolute iron fist coming down on you. If you don't get your ass in gear and start talking to others, you're going to find yourself in a evil, controlled by treasonous May dictatorship, except she's just the face of it. But either way, would you want anything in your life controlled by that evil Satanist bitch? Anyone that's a Satanist really needs locking away forever and ever and ever. No release ever. Oh, apparently we're now on Metro. 1 million beers honours. Yeah, okay. Apparently it's the People's Wedding. Trump and May are left off Meghan's guest list. Yeah, well, it's the People's Wedding, all right, in the fact that we're paying for it. She has the biggest wedding going, but we get to pay for it. And on top of that, we don't get invited. Not that I'd want to go to the parasitical scumbags' weddings anyway. I just don't want to pay a penny towards it. In fact, they should be paying for their own. They're part of the richest family on the planet. The War of the Poses. Flowers for dead raider torn down and put back. Distractions all. Financial Times. Zuckerberg's litany of regret. It was my mistake and I'm sorry. April 10th, but I'm going to do nothing about it, and you're definitely not having any money. This was a breach of trust and I'm sorry. March 25th, but I'm not doing anything about it and I'm still going to keep going. I ask for forgiveness and I will work to do better. Well, how about you bow down to the class action? You pay everyone that's ever been on Facebook back. Or let's think, well, just £100,000 each. You can afford that. This was a big mistake on our part and I'm sorry for it. September 2006. They've been doing it for over 20 years. I apologise for any harm done. November 2003. Still get away with it though, don't they? Because there is no justice. Justice would be him going to prison. And every member of Facebook having a share in every penny he's got equally. Volkswagen set to replace Muller in quest for new era after scandal. Chief steered group through emissions fallout. This said to be only option for top job.